What's going on, guys? Welcome to my new YouTube channel. If you haven't watched my main channel, it's Market Trenders. If you're new to this channel, thank you for being here. So before I get into this video, I'm going to explain what this channel is going to be about. Basically, we're going to talk about everything related to the EV sector. This could be charging companies, this could be electric vehicle companies, it could be anything related in any way to the EV field. So if you have a specific stock and you have some information or news on it, please let me know in the comments below, and then I'll try to make a video towards this. Now, if you're from my main channel, then you know that I primarily focus on technical analysis. That's the main thing I focus on. But for this channel, I'm going to do a little bit different aspect. I'm going to be bringing in news and other things. So this channel is going to be focused primarily on news and also technical analysis as well. So I'm fusing both of them together. Now, if you just like the technical side, then just hop over to my main channel where I just cover a bunch of things. I still will include NIO on my main channel, but this channel, like I said, is going to be solely focused on news mainly, and then some technical analysis in that. And we're just going to have conversations about the news and just analyze it. So as you can probably see by the first title of this video is going to be focused on NIO and some important things that came out. So the important news that came out was that they might be coming to America. So we're going to read this article, bits of it together. Then we're going to question, what does this mean for the company? So we're going to start reading this article, and basically this analyst, they said they were tracking NIO. They were just looking through things, and he found a job posting on LinkedIn related to business planning for the U.S. market. The posting is now closed, but he says it was looking for someone to formulate an action plan to enter the U.S. market. NIO didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. It is a sign that NIO is thinking about the U.S. market. Still, it is early, and the analyst's financial model doesn't include any U.S. sales for NIO even in 2025. So this is important. First, they're about to penetrate the European market. They already know that the European market, they're going to be in that. We already know that as a fact. Now, we probably could guess that NIO was coming to America. We just don't know the time frame. Now, this analyst, even his model, he said not even in 2025. But for NIO, probably Europe, we're looking at 2021, 2022. So NIO probably going into the European market this year, if not early next year. Now, if they do bring it to the U.S. market, that's going to open so many opportunities. NIO could potentially be the next Tesla if it does come to America. Tesla's already in America. They expand the Chinese market, they expand to the European market. So Tesla is a lot more matured, if you want to say it that way. So NIO just started off, they started in China, so they couldn't expand until they got some traction, they got some sales, and that's what they're doing now. They've been doing great. Their last quarter and the quarters before that, every quarter they seem to be increasing their production. So that's amazing. So as you can already see by this sentence, it says NIO's manufacturing capacity is roughly 100,000 vehicles a year, while the company plans to triple that figure in the upcoming years. So we know that Tesla, they delivered, I think it was just shy under 500,000 vehicle. NIO, their capacity is, like I said, roughly 100,000 vehicles a year, but they plan on tripling this figure. So that tells us, at least for now, they're going to be doing well in the European market and the Chinese market. So they're first focusing on that before they're actually going overseas. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that eventually they will hit the U.S. It may become sooner, just with the traction that the EVs are starting to give. We have so many coming out of the Chinese market. Tesla, they're starting to ramp things up. So NIO might be pressured to go to the American market sooner. And if they do, that would be amazing for the company. We'll have more selections over here in America. Pretty much the only thing we have over here in America right now is just Tesla. Yes, I mean, you can claim that the other, like Ford, their hybrid vehicles, or in other companies like that, Tesla's really the only electric vehicle company over here. So if we have NIO, we're going to have some competition over here, and maybe XPeng and Li Auto will follow suit. But this is important news that this was released. So we already know that NIO is considering it, and most definitely planning coming in the future. Now, we also have another article, the same analyst. He said that he has a 70 price target for NIO. Now, if you can tell by the title of this article, it said that price target, or $80 price target, would drive NIO to become the third largest automaker. Not just EV, all of the automakers. So, Ford, Hyundai, Toyota, all of these, they would become, NIO would become the third largest. So that's amazing. That's amazing to hear, and that would greatly affect the stock price. So I just wanted to bring this news in to you guys. I just want to make this relevant to you about we got this news with the whole American thing. Now let me know in the comments below, what do you think about that? Do you think that NIO could possibly come before 2025? Now this analyst is saying he doesn't even have it in his model for 2025. Do you think maybe 2024, 2023, or do you think that's too early? Do you think it's going to be towards the later part, closer to 2030? Let me know what your thoughts on that. Personally, I think 2025 is, I think it's going to be before that. I'm thinking 2024, honestly. Maybe even before that. We just have to see how NIO really ramps up in their production in 2021, how it reacts to the European market. Do they get a lot of sales? Or their sales boosted? If so, that's just going to encourage them to push out to America a whole lot sooner. Yes, I know it's overseas, so there's a lot of things that you have to take into factor. The market, the consumers, how are they going to react to a Chinese company come over here and trying to sell us things like that, especially in the EV sector, which is already questionable. People question it. So we'll just have to see how this reacts to it. Now, from a technical standpoint, I've already broke this down on my main channel, but if you're new and you're coming through from this, then welcome. I do technical as well, but overall, I do like what it's doing. I like what it's doing. It's pushing down. We're heading above this, and we're above this support right now. Now, from a 59 standpoint, this is a 59 level. Pushing up is where it needs to hold. I talked about that on my main channel. I said on Friday, or the video before that, I said we probably will see a dip by to $59, and we did. Now, what am I looking at for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? I'm looking at a push up, and hopefully we hit near all-time highs. I mentioned that when we push up to all-time highs before, we got rejected. We got rejected here, here, and here. So we know going into the session next week, when we push up to it, either we get rejected again or we consolidate and push up. Now, obviously, if you're bullish on NIO because you're watching this video, then you want that scenario right here to happen. Now, I did mention also I compared it to this scenario over here. Notice down here, look how many times we were getting rejected right here. We got rejected right here. We got rejected right here. But then recently we had that breakout on NIO last week. That's how we know that was a break, because we had that small candle and we didn't get that instant rejection. So that's something we need to look out for when it comes to NIO this week. Do we have that small candle like we did over here to signal the breakup? Or do we have that instant rejection right here? These are all the things I'm looking for going to the session next week. Now, $59 is the area you need to hold. If it doesn't hold, then it's probably coming back down to $57 or somewhere. It might hang out in the zone again, but I really don't want this to break. We got above it, which was bullish, and that's what needs to happen, and it did happen. So the two numbers you need to keep in mind is $59 staying above, and then once we push up, our next resistance level is at $64.80. That's where we got rejected. So those are the two things that you need to keep in mind. But who knows? Like I said, this channel is going to be focused on the news, so the news obviously has some role in it. So let's see where this goes. Let's see if we do get launched into America before 2025. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this first YouTube video on this channel. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you have any suggestions on any company that that are coming up, it could be a charging company, it could be a battery company, anything related to EV, please let me know in the comments below and link an article or something where I can do some research. Either way, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all in the next video.